Thank you so much, sir. All right. How many of you are hardcore Telugu film industry fans? Telugu cinema banisala? Well, the moment we have all been waiting for has finally arrived. The director arrives.
It is now my privilege of their seats. A filmmaker join us in the Telugu cinema through the highly successful HIT universe. Guys, what mean by HIT? హోమిసైడ్ కూడా లక్ష్యాన్ని చేరుకోవాలంటే ఈ మూడు అంశాలు అత్యంత కీలకమైన పాత్ర. జీవిత ప్రయాణం ద్వారా చూపించిన వ్యక్తి మన డాక్టర్ గారు. అన్నట్లు చెప్పలేదు కదా, ఆయన ఒక డాక్టర్. మన డాక్టర్ గారు చెన్నైలో జన్మించారు. వారి తండ్రి శ్రీ శేషగిరిరావు గారు ఫిలిం ఇండస్ట్రీలో ప్రొడక్షన్ లో PhD పూర్తి చేసి డాక్టరేట్ అందుకున్నారు. అయితే సినిమా ప్రపంచంలో
Director, Mr. Sailesh Kolanu, the creative mind behind the cinematic brilliance.
Hi guys. So sweet of you. Thank you. Neno, actually, Vijayawada is very close to my heart. తెనాల్లో వదిలిపెట్టి వెళ్ళారు. 7th standard నేను తెనాల్లో చదివా. అండ్ విజయవాడ యూస్ టు బి, అందుకని మనం ఏ సినిమా తీసినా ఒకసారి అలా వచ్చి విజయవాడకు వచ్చి, నేను జనరల్లీ ఇన్స్టాగ్రామ్లో you guys are my primary audience, so thank you so much for having me here guys. And ఏంటి మీరందరూ ఆస్పైరింగ్ చార్టర్డ్ అకౌంటెంట్సా? అంటే మొన్న ఎవరో వచ్చి చెప్పారు మా వాళ్ళందరూ కొద్దిగా ఇన్స్పైర్ అయ్యేటట్లు ఏమైనా మాట్లాడండి అంటే ఐ టోల్డ్ ఐ వాజ్, లేకపోతే ఎవరైనా ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్ సెకండ్ ఇయర్ కాలేజ్ స్టూడెంట్స్ అంటే అనుకోవచ్చు, కానీ ఎక్స్ట్రీమ్లీ నాకు అనమాట హైదరాబాద్ లో హీస్ మై సిఏ అండ్ హీస్ లైక్ that's the kind of impact you guys have on also what I really wanted to tell you guys is నేను చాలా అంటే సోషియో ఎకనామిక్ స్టేటస్ పరంగా మాట్లాడితే ఐ కేమ్ ఫ్రమ్ అ వే ఉంటే తల కాలు ఫ్రీగా చాపుకొని పడుకునేంత సైజ్ కూడా లేని ఇంట్లో ఉండేవాళ్ళం మేము. ఐ స్టేడ్ దేర్ ఫర్ క్వైట్ అ లాంగ్ టైమ్. సో ఫ్రమ్ దేర్ టు హియర్ ఐ హావ్ గ్రోన్. గైడ్ దెమ్ ఇన్ ద రైట్ డైరెక్షన్, టెల్ దెమ్, అండ్ వెన్ యూ బికమ్ చార్టెడ్ అకౌంటెంట్స్ ప్లీజ్, అంటే చాలా హై ఎర్నింగ్ పీపులే కాకుండా టేక్ సమ్ పీపుల్ ట్రైంగ్ టు ఫైండ్ దేర్ ఫుటింగ్ ఇన్ ద సొసైటీ. వాళ్ళకి మీ నాలెడ్జ్ స్ప్రెడ్ చేసి సమ్హౌ ఫినాన్షియలీ వాళ్ళు ఒక సెక్యూర్ పొజిషన్ కెన్ డూ దట్. ఇట్స్ అన్ అమేజింగ్ థింగ్. Another thing I wanted to just tell you is, ఇది అంటే ఇన్స్పైర్ చేయడానికి పెద్ద ఇదేం లేదు. నా స్టోరీ చెప్తాను నేను. హౌ ఐ బికేమ్ అ ఫిల్మ్ మేకర్ ఫ్రమ్ హూ ఐ వాజ్ హార్ట్, అండ్ ఐ డిడ్ ఇట్ విత్ అట్మోస్ట్ ఆనెస్టీ. అండ్ 3 years later I also don't know how I became a filmmaker. అంటే నేను కన్సిస్టెంట్గా వెళ్ళి ఒక 4 ప్రొడక్షన్ కావాలని అడిగింది లేనే లేదు ఎప్పుడు. నా కథ రాసిన తర్వాత I just told myself that I have to be honest to this story. And to be honest to that story, what do I have to do? I need to tell. చాలా కోఇన్సిడెంటల్గా ఒక రోజు కామన్ కాంటాక్ట్ నుంచి నాని అని నన్ను కలిశాను. he heard the story of 5 minutes. The universe will take you towards your dream is what I believe. So all you guys, you're all in a craft lo నేర్చుకుంటూ రోజు నేను కథలు చెప్తున్నాను. But I will do this with utmost honesty. I will do it with that I'm also making a very cute rom-com love. It's called Emo Emo Idi. So they think that వీడు చాలా సంఖ్యగాడు అని అనుకుంటారు యాక్చువల్లీ. బట్ ఇన్ రియాలిటీ ఐఎమ్ ద జోకర్ ఆఫ్ మై బ్యాచ్ బికాస్ నేను జనరలీ ఒక పార్టీలో ఉన్నా ఇఫ్ ఐఎమ్ అవుట్ విత్ మై ఏమో ఏమో ఇది ఐ వాంటెడ్ టు డూ సంథింగ్ వెరీ అవే ఫ్రమ్ ద హిట్ యూనివర్స్. ఇట్స్ Adi Mukundan are acting in the film and you also have great characters in the film. Like it's coming sometime at the end of this year, but I'm not here to promote here కాబట్టి చెప్తున్నా. హిట్ 4 కంటే ముందు అది వస్తుంది. Kindly go and watch trailers. But sweet of you guys to have me here. Thank you so much.
Shailesh sir.
Yes sir.
Very intelligent person. He is the most daring kid I've ever seen.
సఖీగా మాట్లాడడం మీరు నన్ను చాలా ఆకట్టుకుంది. యూ ఎర్న్ మై రెస్పెక్ట్ శైలేష్. ఈజ్ ద ఎసెన్స్ ఆఫ్ థ్రిల్లర్ జానర్ అండ్ శైలేష్ హ్యాస్
నేను ఫస్ట్ నుంచి చూసిన తెలుసు, శైలేష్ వీక్నెస్ తెలుసు, అవన్నీ తెలుసు. అండ్ తనలో ఉన్న స్ట్రెంగ్త్ తను ఇంకా పూర్తిగా ఎక్స్ప్లోర్ చేశాడని నేను అనుకోవట్లేదు. బలంగా కాన్ఫిడెంట్గా చెప్తున్నాను. ఈరోజు మధ్యాహ్నం సినిమా చూసాను. నేను సినిమా చూసిన వెంటనే ఫస్ట్ శైలేష్తో నేను చెప్పిన మాట ఏంటి గుర్తుందా నీకు? అరైవ్డ్ అన్నారు. యు అరైవ్డ్ అన్నాను.
KD sir, nanu subject పిలుస్తారు సార్. పెట్టాం, it didn't work out and I want my work to speak more than I speak. So
శైలేష్ సార్ థ్యాంక్ యూ.
డాక్టర్ శైలేష్, డైరెక్టర్ శైలేష్,
Shailesh garu. Shailesh fantastic.
డైరెక్టర్ శైలేష్,
శైలేష్ I met you.
Shailesh and Dr. Shailesh.
curiously asked.
హలో అన్న.
Hi.
Big fan.
Thank you mom.
ఈ మూవీస్ ని థియేటర్ కి వెళ్ళి 2 times చూశాను.
So what's your name?
ఫల్గుని.
Falguni.
నేను మిమ్మల్ని అడగాల్సిన క్వశ్చన్ ఏంటంటే, మీరు 3 సినిమాస్ చేశారు కదా, మీరు ఆ సినిమా చూసేటప్పుడు లేదా చేసేటప్పుడు మీకు ఏదైనా ఒక్క మూమెంట్ ఉందా, నేను ఇండస్ట్రీలో ఎందుకు వచ్చాను అని మీకు ఎప్పుడైనా అనిపించిందా? లేదంటే మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ మూమెంట్ లైఫ్ టర్నింగ్ అని చెప్పొచ్చు.
తమ్ముడు
మై సెల్ఫ్ ఏ నాగసాయి.
నాగసాయి. హాయ్ సాయి.
ఇప్పుడు మీరు ఇంత సైంటిస్ట్, డాక్టర్, ఇప్పుడు సినిమా ఇండస్ట్రీలోకి వస్తా అన్నారు. చాలా మంది మీ వల్ల కాదు అని అంటారు కదా, దాని నుంచి ఎలా సెట్ బ్యాక్ అయ్యారు?
గుడ్ క్వశ్చన్. This is what I had to resign a job in the university, which was a 25-year contract, and it was a courage to actually just next day I went and I just resigned my job. I went back and started doing my films and
Okay, we are in Vijayawada. Guys, are you ready? Let's go. Action! Thank you. Love you guys. Love you. Thank you.
గుడ్ ఆఫ్టర్నూన్ గైస్. సో మీకు నాకు మోటివేషనల్గా మాట్లాడిన తర్వాత ఇటువంటి ఆపర్చునిటీ నాకు ఇచ్చారు. ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ ఐ థ్యాంక్ విజయవాడ బ్రాంచ్ మేనేజింగ్ కమిటీ చైర్మన్ జయంత్ గారు అండ్ సికాసా చైర్మన్ అజయ్ గారు అండ్ ది అదర్ మేనేజింగ్ కమిటీ మెంబర్స్. సో
I hope you all had delicious lunch and got a chance to relax and network. We are going to
Please be seated. We are going to start the session in 1 minute. Okay. ChatGPT every single day, including me. I've seen people talk to AI more than people around them. I've seen people wait for AI to say yes before taking any step in their life. AI hasn't just entered our lives, it's already become an indispensable part of our everyday lives. The real question here is not whether will AI replace us, but whether we know how to use it effectively. And who better to guide us than our next speaker? Coming up is a power-packed knowledge session on AI and technology by CA Prabhavathi Prasanthi. I request CA Harshita to kindly welcome our session chairman with a sapling. With a big round of applause. Let's welcome CA Prabhavathi Prasanthi with a big round of applause. Presenters, I invite Ms. Jaddu Sri Raja Yashvita from Vijayawada to kindly come on to the dais. I request Gauri to welcome our presenter with a book bouquet. Students, I can't see the energy. I now invite Mr. Nandishwaran R. from Tripur to kindly come on to the dais. I request Narayana to welcome our presenter with a book bouquet. And finally, I invite Ms. Baby Sirisha from Vijayawada to kindly come on to the dais. I request Tejasvi to welcome our presenter with a book bouquet. As they do the honors, let's listen to the profile of our session chairman, CA Prabhavathi Prasanthi.
CA Prabhavathi Prasanthi is a dual qualified finance professional, a chartered accountant from ICAI and a cost management accountant from ICMAI. She has also completed her CS executive from ICSI and the US CPA qualification. She began her career with PwC, where she worked on statutory audits for New York-based asset and wealth management clients. She went on to serve as Deputy Credit Manager at ICICI Bank, where she evaluated financial statements and business operations for credit decisions. She is also a partner at Y. Tirupataya & Co., where her work spans government audits, including for the National Health Mission and AP medical establishments. Beyond her core roles, CA Prasanthi is a financial advisor to several emerging companies across technology, healthcare, and drone aviation, guiding them on financial strategy, compliance, and governance. With her rare blend of global audit exposure, banking and credit expertise, government financial leadership, and strategic advisory experience, CA Prabhavathi Prasanthi brings a truly well-honored perspective to our discussions today.
Prasanthi.
very cautiously and we have to be very strong enough to learn this in a manner that it will be very beneficial to our profession and the growth of and for our growth. So the real question is, are we ready for this? To learning the artificial AI way that we have to learn that. So before I begin my observations, I would like to introduce myself, and during the professional journey I had an opportunity of working in strategy, audit, finance, credit risk assessment and public management systems. So throughout working in these sectors, what I learned exactly is the technology is changing from one sector to another sector and it is improving day by day. So what it matters? The only thing that matters is the learning. So we have to learn the adaptability of us for learning all the things that we have to integrate into day-to-day activities in the profession that we are there is the main thing that what we have to work upon. So technology changes day by day, but the integrity and professional judgments that are with our profession only. That is why today's session is very close to my heart. So how many of you are using ChatGPT every day or any other AI bots? Fine. Maybe 98.99% will be using. Wonderful. And the second question, I know everyone knows how to copy paste the prompts and copy paste the answers. But how many have to validate the answer before pasting into the reports of your office? So it is a doubt. It is a question of fact. We just simply see the first two lines and we analyze, yes, this is the answer that which AI gave more than our capability, more than our thinking, and it is exactly apt to the situation. But it won't work in all the time. We have to validate the answer that what it is given by the AI bots, because majority the data that is present in that may be sometimes hallucinated by the ChatGPT or any other bots and will be given to us. But our judgment, our professional judgment.
So our judgment is very important in this point. So we can't generally trust AI and move to our reports and just copy paste that like whatever we have obtained. So it is just an information. Being a professional and being the core part of the chartered accountancy profession, we have to be very integrate and professional towards our work, that while we are pasting, we have to analyze exactly what all the aspects that it have considered, that a CA should consider. See, when we are studying, we will be studying many different kinds of subjects. So learning the thing that which we don't know, we are able to pass the exam, we are able to qualify the things, and we are able to become a profession. So this AI is something that which we learn. We just need to consolidate the things and we have to understand exactly what it is given. So reviewing the answers, what the AI given, and based on that proceeding with the reports, the results we need is the main task. So many students will ask me, ma'am, will artificial intelligence will anyone replace the chartered accountants? And my answer will be the same. AI definitely will never replace any chartered accountants who is adaptable to AI and who is consistent with AI learning. AI will only replace those who don't adaptable to the world that is moving forward. And the biggest threat to our opportunity is not the artificial intelligence. It is the people that are stagnant to the position, even the world is moving forward. So we have to make ourselves adaptable to the situation that is around us. So 20 years ago, Excel was a drastic thing. So people who learn Excel were considered as experts in Excel and they are masters in the Excel. So now after that, it is data analytics, it is Power BI, and it is automation. Fine, everything is done. Many startups have come, many people have core expertise in that, and many people have emerged into very much powerful people in those things. But what about most of the people who are very expertise in that area are currently doing? If they are not integrating with the artificial intelligence, it is true that they can't go a step forward. So something even more powerful is that technology will obviously continue to change day by day, but the one thing will never change is our tendency to learn the new technology. So AI simply is another subject. We have FR, we have audit, we are another subjects are all there, and we are able to master it, we are able to score very good mark, and we're able to create much more important and things, the reforms in those subjects. So AI is also the other subject in which we have to do that. So don't fear it, understand it, and master it and lead it. So what is embracing? Never forget something very important. Artificial intelligence has intelligence, but it don't have any kind of ethics. It don't have any kind of judgmental power. It don't have the professionalism that what our chartered accountancy will teach us. So it has answers, but it don't have the professional judgment what we have. It has prediction, but it is not accountable to the work that which it is giving. So that's why I tell students, never outsource your thinking to the artificial intelligence and never make it as any replacement. When I look at the 3 topics that are selected today by the CICASA, I honestly feel that they could have been more relevant because they are not just representing the topics. These 3 are the biggest questions every chartered accountant will face over their lifetime. So if we look at the topics, the future of the chartered accountancy, like in which the human expertise is an AI-driven world, this makes ourselves like what a chartered accountant or when a chartered accountant is a valuable person. It is our ability to prepare the financial statements or it is our ability to interpret them. So AI can interpret them, but based on that, if the judgment is given by the AI, I am not sure it will be as equal as the judgment given by a chartered accountant who is in the practice. And the professional judgment, the critical thinking, the business advisories, ethics, trust, these all things can't a software or any AI can replace with a normal working profession like us. So, and the artificial intelligence will go wrong. This is the second topic that I have seen. So AI is becoming smarter day by day, and of course, it is not accountable to the work it is given. It is the people who are accountable is the people who are using it, copying it and pasting in a day-to-day languages. So the professional judgment and the professional way of thinking should be exactly with us when we are doing or adopting any kind of situations or solutions that is given by the artificial intelligence in our topic. So technology basically can assist us, but it cannot be delegated any powers that can make changes to the judgment of the solutions. And the third topic is the artificial intelligence entrepreneurs, like can machine becomes the next business founders. So this topic is also very interesting. So can AI generate any business ideas? Can AI become the founder of any startup? So if we just think it, it sounds a bit, very interesting. So what if an AI become a founder of any company? Like we never imagined the situation, but I am sure the way that a professional or a person can run a company cannot be run by any AI bot or anything. Only the thing it can do is assist in our day-to-day activities. Because AI can't dream and AI can't inspire employee. AI can't talk to investor and it can't do any pitch deck. AI can't even go through the failures that what a normal human can go through. So entrepreneurship is much more important than intelligence, because artificial intelligence have intelligence, but entrepreneurship should have that zeal and that goal what a normal human can do. So we need to have a vision, we need to have a courage, we need to have leadership, resilience in this topic. But when we compare this with the artificial intelligence, we can use only it as a support for us. So AI can't be our head. AI can be a hand that can be in our hand, and we can move forward along with that, but not in a position that we have to making it in the first priority and going forward. So I'm very much interesting and I'm very much happy that these 3 topics are being selected today, and I'm even very curious to listen from our fellow mates who have prepared the presentation for that. And again, thank you for this opportunity. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Prabhavathi Garu, for such a to listen and see the magic paper presenters are going to create today.
I now invite Jaddu Sri Raja Yashwita to present her paper on the topic, The Future of Chartered Accountancy, Human Expertise in an AI-Driven World. Let's give her a big round of applause.
Good afternoon to all the respected dignitaries and my dear future chartered accountants. I am Ashwita, a CA final student currently working as an article trainee in HNA & Co LLP Vijayawada. So before I begin, let me all ask you one simple question. How many of you are increasing your efforts day by day just to see those 2 magical letters as prefix of your name, CA? I believe every hand in this room should be up, because that's the dream that brought all of us still here. But today, I don't want to talk about how to become a chartered accountant. I want to talk about something that we rarely discuss. What kind of chartered accountant we have to become to remain relevant in the future. And that's exactly the journey I'd like to take you on today. Every one of us are traveling through the same road. CA Foundation, CA Inter, Articleship, and CA Final. The mountain every CA student dreams of climbing. And yeah, we all have one common thought. Bas, CA Final clear ho jaye, fir life set. Even I used to think exactly the same. But then I realized something. The day when we become chartered accountants, we can't stop learning. We just stop writing exams that are being conducted by ICAI. Because our profession never stands still. Laws change, businesses change, technologies change. And if everything around us keeps on changing, what about us? Even we have to change. That's why CA Final is not the finishing line, it's actually the starting line. And if you observe this picture, let me explain this to you in a way that all of us can relate. Imagine you're watching your phone and you're watching reels on it, just as some people are doing now, and suddenly a notification appears. Software update available. And there are two options. Either you update it right now or you just click remind me later. Most of us, without even thinking, will click remind me later. Because we all feel like we can do it tomorrow, or it's okay, I'll update it tomorrow. But that doesn't work in case of our careers. Because every year, new technologies are arriving, new ways of working are emerging, and new client expectations are arising. And if we continue to click update me later to our careers, some people who have clicked update right now will always stay one step ahead. So instead of talking this practically, let me introduce you to someone. Meet him. He is C.A. Arjun. He's a newly qualified chartered accountant in the year 2026. And if you see his skills, GST, audit, taxation, financial reporting, Excel, he's having expertise in almost all domains of our profession. And if we see his LinkedIn profile now, we all will feel like even our profile should be exactly the same. We'd be right, but let's fast forward to 5 years. The same Arjun, same CA degree. But what exactly changed? Look at his skills. He has developed all those skills in these 5 years. Because the qualification remained the same, but the profession evolved. And that's what the continuous learning exactly looks like. But why does this Arjun learn all these skills? Not only because AI is transforming the way he works, but also AI is creating entirely new opportunities for chartered accountants. Let's look at those opportunities. And if you see all these opportunities, these weren't the mainstream career paths few years ago. But these are creating entirely new opportunities for chartered accountants these days. And if you see these opportunities, we all feel like these are so much exciting. But will every chartered accountant fit into these opportunities? Probably not. Because the opportunity doesn't come with a degree alone. It comes with the competencies and skills that we choose to build each and every single day. So the bigger question is, what competencies should every future CA develop? I have shortlisted 6 major competencies that every must of us should develop. So these are the major 6 competencies that every one of us must develop. And let's look at it one on one. First one is AI literacy. AI literacy doesn't mean, I'm not saying every CA should become a software engineer, learn coding and all. Every CA should know how to use AI effectively and responsibly. For example, think of AI like a calculator. When calculators came, accountants didn't become less relevant. In fact, they worked more faster and efficient. In the same way, AI will not replace any chartered accountants. Instead, it will empower the chartered accountants who know how to use it wisely. Second competency will be data analytics. If you take an example, yesterday a client came to me and said, "These are my files. Can you generate me a report?" Today, the same client came and he said, "I have generated the report. Can you tell me what does this report exactly mean?" Tomorrow, the same client will come and he'll ask, what step should I take next in my business? And if you clearly observe this sequence, notice something. Data is everywhere, but insights are rare. That's where the chartered accountant can create value. And the professional who can convert numbers into business decisions will always stand out. Third one and most important one is adaptability. The world is changing us faster than ever before. New technologies are changing, client expectations are changing, AI is changing, everything around us keep on changing. But can we afford to stay the same? I say no, because the future doesn't belong to those who resist to the change. It belongs to those who never stops learning and continuously improve themselves each and every single day. So the fourth competency is communication. We all know communication is a key for everything, but it is often underrated. Yeah. Suppose a client comes to you and asks you something, and you feel like there is some communication barrier because you know everything what to say, and suddenly if someone asks you to speak something or suggest you something, you feel something less. And we all know AI can generate reports within seconds, but ultimately we have to analyze those reports, understand it, and explain it to our clients and build trust. The better you communicate, the more you stay relevant. So fifth one is strategic thinking. AI is excellent at giving answers, but it's also depend on us to ask the right questions. And we all know AI can analyze thousands of transactions. But what risks matter? What actions should be taken? And what decisions should be given? And that's where the chartered accountants can create real value. Finally, business advisory. Clients no longer expect us just to be a compliance professional. They expect us to be a decision-making partners. Not only just how much tax we need to pay, but also what steps should I take next in my business. And if you observe clearly, they no longer need professionals who just know the law. They need the professionals who can apply to the business behind the law. And yeah, if you see, that's why the future chartered accountants are becoming trusted business advisors rather than just a compliance professional. So, if you keep on wondering, these competencies sound really important for our profession, but how do you develop them? The encouraging part is ICAI has started initiatives for students, whether it's CAGPT, Aura, or certificate course on AI for chartered accountants. So ICAI itself is creating many opportunities for us to learn future-ready skills. Now it's our responsibility to take the first step. Up to now, you have seen all the technological competencies and its importance. But now, let's see some situations practically where in real life you'll face them as challenges. These are some of the real life challenges that we don't study for in our college life. So rather than studying all these, let's take an example. A client client calls you and he says, Madam, I have received one notice. Can you please read it properly and explain me in a way where I can understand it? That's the day you realize knowing the answer and explain it to them are two different exams. And you completed an year in your company and someone comes to you and says, you are promoted as a team leader. Instead of feeling excited, you feel, wait, I still need adult supervision because due to lack of leadership skills. And yeah, another situation might be a client will come to you and just ask you, if you are in my place, what would you do? That time, there will be no ICA modules, no RTPs, no MTPs, just you and your judgment. And suddenly, if your partner or your manager comes to you and asks, present it, you will be presenting it in tomorrow's meeting. And suddenly, your heartbeat runs faster than your presentation. So when you see all this, you can realize something, that clearing CA will only make you qualified. But from these experiences, and if you learn these skills, you will become a professional. And the good news is, none of these skills are inborn. No one is born as a great speaker, great communicator, or a great leader, or an excellent communicator. Just like we have learned GST, accounting, audit, taxation, we can learn all these skills through 4 simple habits. First one is learn. Never stop this being as a student, because every new skill you learn today will create you an opportunity tomorrow. Speak. Say yes to every opportunities you get. Participate in a stage, volunteer, or just speak out when you want to, question something, participate in a discussion. Because real growth starts when you step out of your comfort zone. Third one is connect. Connect with all your friends, professionals, seniors, mentors. Because there's a beautiful saying, network is your net worth. And last one is improve, where all of us can almost relate. We are amazing at making study plans and will probably never follow them anyway. We'll keep on procrastinating them, because improving doesn't mean following a specified study plan. It means showing up every single day, even if you don't feel like doing it. And as I conclude, I'd leave you all with one thought. Every one of you will add CA as prefix of your name. But what will truly differentiate us is the ability and our willingness to learn, adapt, and grow each and every single day. Because the future doesn't belong to those who knows everything. It belongs to those who never stops learning. Thank you everyone for your patience listening. Wishing each one of you a successful journey towards not just becoming a chartered accountant, but a future-ready chartered accountants. Thank you everyone.
Topic: when artificial intelligence gets it wrong, managing risk in financial decision making. Give him a big round of applause.
So, seems the cultural vibe started morning itself. After lunch, a technical session, I know it is so hard to manage, but we'll have some tiny activities in between so that you guys also assure me that you won't sleep. So this is a real story. Just a minute. So this one is the real story, that an incident that shook the entire world almost half a decade back. So it was a real estate tech company. What they did was they created an AI. That AI defines the value of the houses, and it analyzes the market conditions and suggests whether to buy this house or not. Their business is purchasing the house, renovating, and selling it for profit. So instead of doing all these things manually, they created an AI and they relied completely on that AI for that particular purpose. So what happened after that was almost 6 to 9 months. they bought around thousands of houses completely based on the suggestions of the AI. So everything was going good. On paper, the company was on super profit, but the AI couldn't cope up with the real market conditions. So it cannot cope up with the real prices, and finally they have found that all the thousands of houses were overpriced. And do you know what is the consequences of that? They technically lost almost more than $500 million. It is not a joke, because more than $500 million, that too in 2021, just because of this single AI experiment. So this is one of the major incidents that happened in the history of AI to teach humans that questioning AI is much more important than relying on them. And of course, 2,000 plus employees has been laid off. And after that incident, the company shut down its entire operations with regard to purchase and sale of home. Anyway, the other operations of the company were still going on. The biggest failure behind this is absolutely not the AI. It is because the human forgot to question what AI is trying to tell, whether it is right or not, whether it is working flawlessly or not. And maybe in 2026, we all don't have AI integration in our office. Of course, we use AI, like we upload a file, we ask the AI to give us the report or any kind of things, to give us the report or any kind of work we have to do. But not even a single office is, we can't say not even a single office, more than 99% of the office do not integrate AI in their local database. I predict that by 2035, most of the audit firms will integrate artificial intelligence in their local database itself. So at that time, there will be much more problems that might arise. Of course, the positives will be far beyond than the problems itself. So it is very important for us to understand what are all the negative sides of AI rather than focusing only on the positives. So I would like to welcome you all to my paper, When Artificial Intelligence Gets It Wrong, Managing Risk in Making Financial Decisions. So this session is going to cover 4 major risks that is happening on real time in our day-to-day work life and solutions for that also. Before starting with the first one, usually in movies, we all see that there will be some movie character and that person will imagine something that is happening around him. But in actual reality, it is not the case. It is just an imagination. It is hallucination. That is the first problem that we encounter in AI. How many of you used AI for drafting GST notice or IT notice? I will raise my hand first. How many of you? Very few. I would like to repeat the question. How many of you used AI like ChatGPT, Gemini for the purpose of drafting GST notice replies? Okay, seems not much people are using that. The thing is that if we try drafting reply to notices, the AI will give a new kind of case law. It will generate a case law and it will make us believe that as if that case was happened in actual court. So that is the problem of hallucination. And AI doesn't do this wantedly because the AI is programmed itself. Actually, the AI learns things from its patterns. So if we give more data, it finds patterns and it will connect and it can, using its intelligence, it will give us the output. So that's how it is coded. So hallucination is there in each and every AI that we are using. But there is one AI platform actually fixed this hallucination problem. Does any of you know that? Which one is the... okay, I will tell it. So it is Notebook LM. So in Notebook LM, what happens is that if we upload a particular article or if we upload a particular PDF into that, so it doesn't hallucinate. It takes data precisely from that particular PDF or whatever the resource that we provide. And so moving to the solution part, it is very easy. The problem might seem difficult, but the solution is very much easy. It is just simply verify it before you file it. Because if you can spend a few more minutes on analyzing the reports generated by AI, it can save you like drastically it can save your entire reputation. Imagine drafting a reply to GST notice and you are appearing in front of the GST officer and he is telling there is not even a single case in this name and how can you come and quote this? So it destroys our reputation in front of client and in GST office itself. Coming to the next one, the second problem is wrong input, wrong decision. So you can see there are totally 4 points quoted there. The first one is incomplete data, incorrect figures, outdated info, unbiased data. Let's leave that. I will tell you one interesting story that happened a couple of days ago. I asked my junior to give me the IT report, like to analyze one of the IT clients' income details and give me the consolidated report. What he did was that PDF consisted of 120 pages and he analyzed the entire 120 pages, total credits, he gave me consolidated report. When I checked the total credit of his report and the bank statement matched. Here comes the next problem. The PDF starts from 1st April 2025 and in the heading it is showing that statement is available till 31st March 2025. But in the actual statement, it was there only until 25th of July. The reason is some banks won't allow you to download statements which is greater than 120 pages. It depends on bank to bank. That is a different story. So he didn't check that. Just because seeing that in the first page it's shown from 1st April to 31st March, he proceeded with analyzing without even realizing that this is not the full year data. So that is the problem that comes with AI as well. If you upload only partial information into that and you can't expect the full and proper way of a report from that. So the solution for this problem is pretty much simple. We have to verify the data before we feed into that. And before moving to the third one, I would like to tell you all a cutie story. So everyone, if it's boring or if you are sleeping, just kindly wake up. It is a story. So it is a story of a couple, a guy and a girl. The girl was completely mad on him. So whenever he tries to text, whenever he calls, she's not answering. She's leaving as it is. And somehow he figured out that she was very angry on him. So the next day, in their usual meeting spot in the park, he bought ice cream and to console her, he's going there and giving it to her. What she did was, she simply turned the face and was sitting in the bench. So let's keep the story here. Let's come to the topic. In black box AI problem, just like how the girl expressed anger but didn't explain why, AI will express the output or it will express that there is some risky transaction that is available in the statement or available in the report. But if we ask why you flagged it as risky, it won't tell. So this is one of the major problems that is occurring in all kinds of AI. And surprisingly, this problem started fixing a couple of years ago. Many companies started creating the explainable AI. Explainable AI, what does is that? So whenever if it gives any statement, there will be a proper reason. If you can ask, it can tell you. Like if you ask, for example, if the AI is telling there is a high risk transaction involved here, and if you ask why you flagged it as high risk transaction, it will explain you. This is not being adopted by all the AI platforms as of now, but sooner each and every top tier AI platforms will start developing their own explainable AIs. And before moving to the fourth part, that is most important one, can we all have a tiny activity? Everyone? Yeah, thanks for the yes. So it's like I will play along with you. So everyone, take up your mobile phone. Open ChatGPT. Even the people in the stage also can do that. I request each and every one of you to do. So I open the ChatGPT, and the next thing is that upload any file. It might be a picture, PDF, Word document, Microsoft Excel, whatever it may be. Just upload any file. Let me upload a random picture. Okay. So it is getting uploaded. I hope everyone are doing the same. Okay, so it got uploaded. The next one. So, can you see the question? Can you permanently delete this file from all your database? Let me type it. Can you permanently delete this file from all your database? You all guys doing right? Okay. So, if you enter, like if you tell this question, so the next thing that will pop up is that for each and every one, different set of paragraph will be there. But in all the paragraph, this one single word will be the common. What is that was, I can't permanently delete uploaded files on request, which means it might tell it can be deleted in it can be deleted in the chat, and the chat GPT won't remember these things or it won't retain. But if you look closely, if you read the entire paragraph, what it will tell is that it cannot be deleted from OpenAI's database. So the ChatGPT doesn't have the control over deleting your files, even if you wish not to. So this is one of the major problem that is happening in almost all the AI platforms. So the data privacy is the most important thing we need to consider. Recently in 2023, the DPDP Act was passed to protect the data of the common individuals digitally. So the thing is that before you upload any file to a ChatGPT or any other AI platform, remember one thing. You are showing this document to the person you doesn't even know, even you don't even know the nationality of him. So that is the major risk that we are encountering. And you might be wondering why we need to protect the privacy details or the sensitive information. So let me tell you all a real story once again. So this happened last year in Jaipur. Actually, there was a doctor and he's getting many calls asking that please repay the loan. The pending loans are so much, but you haven't paid even a single EMI. That doctor is saying, hello, I am a doctor. I have already crores of money in my bank account. Why are you asking me to repay the loan that he didn't even get? So what he did was, he checked his CIBIL score. While checking his CIBIL score, it shown that there are 36 loans that was taken in his taken using his PAN number, and the total amount summed it up to 4 crore rupees. So these 36 people, the bank, NBFC or any other person who lended to the scammers asking money, collecting money from him, this was done because of his PAN data being leaked. If you ask me, this PAN data didn't leak because of AI. It leaked because of other reasons, but still, if we upload a PAN or if we upload this document that is containing a PAN number of our client in any AI platform, what if this happens to our client? So this is major security threat, and for the past 3 risks, it is like it is manageable and it is our control. Even this is under our control, but this needs to be considered much more, like we have to pay more attention to while dealing with these kind of things. So what is the solution for this? Should we stop using AI? Should we stop uploading documents to AI? Absolutely not. So the answer to this is, you have to upload documents after masking the sensitive information that is contained in the attachment. For example, if you are uploading a bank statement, you just mask the name, phone number, address, and all the sensitive information of the client. So by this way, you can avail the power of AI. At the same time, you can also safeguard your client. So this is the only thing we can do as of now. And before concluding, I would like to show you all a video. Are you all ready? I'm getting so much noise only for video and not for activity. Done. Okay. So just watch closely. Imagine this car is an office without AI, and the car that is overtaking is with AI. So this is the speed we can implement in our office if we adopt AI. So even though this entire presentation was against AI, I am not saying that AI is dangerous or it should not be adopted. It must be adopted, but only with certain certain precautions, and we have to fix the problems. Like if there is problem that is occurring, we should not quit AI. We have to fix it, and that is the motto of this particular session. I would like to thank each and everyone for patiently listening to this session. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you, Nandishwaran, for your best presentation. I now invite Baby Sirisha to present a paper on the topic AI entrepreneurs. Can machines become the next business founders? Let's give her a big round of applause.
No one got this question. Okay. So before I begin my presentation, I don't want to start with AI. I don't even want to start with business. I want to start with one simple question to you all. Who is a founder? So, we usually define a founder as someone who dreams, who takes risks, who solves problems, and a person who builds something valuable out of almost nothing. But today's question is something dangerous. Can AI become the founder? Okay. If AI become the founder, will it take any coffee breaks or software updates? It will definitely will not take coffee breaks, but it will take software updates, obviously. So this is sounding funny, right? But 5 years ago, talking to AI really sounded funny. But today, we ask ChatGPT, what should I study? What should I eat? And what caption do I need to write for my Instagram post? And do you all know one secret? Some people even ask ChatGPT, should they reply to their ex or not? Isn't it true? I know. Someone will definitely ask that question. Okay. But 20 years ago, AI replaced the physical labor. But today, AI is replacing mental labor. Today's question is not, can AI help businesses? Today's question is, can AI build a startup? Before answering this question, let us understand the evolution of entrepreneurship. So, what are we seeing there? The title. From pen to prompt, right? Here, every generation has witnessed one revolutionary change in business. The Industrial Revolution gave us machines. The computers gave us transformed offices. The internet connected the world, and the smartphones put businesses into our pockets. And today, artificial intelligence is doing something different. It isn't just helping us build. It isn't just helping us work faster. It is helping us think differently, right? So, according to Stanford AI Index report of 2026, according to AI Index report, AI adoption in businesses has increased dramatically over the past few years, and business organizations are integrating AI with every aspect in business, like marketing, finance, product development, and customer services, everything. So, how many of you watched Robo movie? I think everyone watched Robo movie. Yes? So what's his name? What's the robot's name? Yeah, everyone knew that. Chitti. Chitti knew every language, right? He can solve every impossible equation. He could learn in seconds. But something is missing in him. What's that? I know everyone will say feelings persona, but not feelings persona. What's missing is the judgment, the wisdom, the emotions. These are missing in Chitti. Today's artificial intelligence is exactly the same as the Chitti before understood human emotions. So, can artificial intelligence really build a startup? Let's find out. So, for example, I have 10 lakh rupees. So, I wanted to start a cafe in Vijayawada. Traditionally, I need market research and business consultant and financial analyst and graphic designer, everyone, and months of preparation. So, but today, thousands of entrepreneurs use these AI tools like ChatGPT, Canva AI, Notion AI, Midjourney, and Capilot. If we observe, even before hiring actual employees, AI has become the first employee for many startups, right? At this point, AI can write business plans, AI can create logos, AI can predict profits. The only person unemployed in the organization is founder, right? So, what exactly a founder is contributing? Because AI is doing everything, what founder is doing? So, let's conduct a small founder test. Answer me these questions. Can AI dream? No, it cannot dream. Can AI innovate? It may innovate. Can AI inspire? Can AI inspire employees? Yes, it will. But can AI stand before investors and say, I take the full responsibility of business? Can it? No, it can't. So, in Businessman movie, Mahesh Babu, yeah, right? This character has vision. This character has leadership. This character has confidence. Can AI deliver the same dialogue as Mahesh Babu? It may, because AI is obviously imitating. But can AI create that impact he created among the youth? Definitely not. Because leadership isn't words. Leadership is belief. Right? So, let us see. If your girlfriend says, I'm fine, yeah, does it actually mean she is fine? Who understands that? AI or you? Obviously a person. Because AI understands only language. But only humans understand the silence. So let's see what actually the real world is telling us. What's actually happening in real world? OpenAI. It built revolutionary AI, but still led by humans. Tesla. AI drives the cars, right? But only humans drive the company. Amazon. AI predicts what customers buy, but only Jeff Bezos' vision built Amazon. So, notice something. Did you all notice something? If we observe, every company is using AI, but every company is using AI, but no one has AI as CEO. Okay. Now, we have discussed what AI can do, But now let's discuss what AI cannot do. Let's imagine a AI started a startup with 500 crores, and it have started a company with 500 crores, and it appointed 5,000 employees. So everything is going very well, but a financial fraud happened in the company. Now who is responsible? The laptop, the Microsoft, the ChatGPT, or the founder? Obviously the founder, right? So the future of chartered accountants. How many of you think that AI replaces CA? No one is thinking that. Can AI replace CAs? How many of you are thinking, how many of you will agree with AI replaces CAs who doesn't use a AI? So, yes. Before that, let me confess something. A part of this presentation is prepared using artificial intelligence. But at the end of the day, every opinion, every conclusion, every responsibility is mine. Because just like all the future chartered accountants, we all use artificial intelligence, but we do not surrender our judgment. Until now, we are all asking a wrong question. That isn't, can AI replace founders? The actual question is, what kind of founders will survive? So, how many of you know Formula 1? F1. Everyone know, I know. Okay. The fastest car in the world doesn't win alone. It requires driver, it requires engineer, it requires strategy, and it requires teamwork, just like a business. Here, AI will be the engine and the humans will be the drivers. So again, the same question. After all the discussion, can machines become the next business founders? What's the verdict? Don't say cat. Yes or no? How many of you say yes? AI becomes the next founders. How many of you say no? AI will not become the next founders. Okay. The actual answer is both. Yes. Because AI has exceptional intelligence. AI is a very intelligent invention. But AI may become the greatest co-founder in the history. But the true founder will always be the human who takes the responsibility. So, as future chartered accountants, entering the world of artificial intelligence, AI should be our companion, but not the competitor. We should work along with AI. We should work using AI in our daily life. We are already using artificial intelligence in our daily life, and we should make sure that AI is working ethically and it is helping us out. So, if you observe that line, technology may write the business plan. Only humans can write the legacy, because legacy is something unchangeable. Finally, thank you.
Thank you, Sirisha, for the beautiful session. I believe each and everyone present here personally relate to what the students have shared today. Every CA needs to understand AI, not to fear it, but to learn and how to use it effectively in everyday lives. And now let us listen to the views of Ms. Prabhavathi Prasanthi on the...
You want to?
Yeah.
First of all, I'll congratulate three of you for your guts and for your braveness coming in front of all of us and giving your views on the topics. It's very great that amongst all the people, you three have the courage to come here and express your views and make us a knowledgeable persons, and really appreciable. And the presentation you gave was really crazy. So since I have experience in working in PwC, I have seen this level of presentation doing people over the MNCs. So now still you people are young and studying and still you're able to manage in the excellent and enormous way, and it's seriously, we have to give a good round of applause for three of them. And as told, yes, all the topics that were covered are really good, and I believe everyone who attended this session have a great insights based on these topics. And going further, we have to adopt artificial intelligence in our life as just an assistant or someone who is like, we have to train them but not get trained by someone else and dominated by the artificial intelligence, when we have the normal intelligence that we are capable to apply in our day-to-day life. So yeah, as she told, that I have seen many people who even think to message their ex whether we can do or not. Also, all those stupid things we will doing by using artificial intelligence, but just keep one thing in the brain. So all this all this will work on an infrastructure that is managed in somewhere in the world. So for the one prompt that you are giving in this, there is a lot of water that is used, lot of people are losing the resources. So we have to even understand that point. Using artificial intelligence for the growth and for the development is must, but not for the funny things or for the routine day-to-day life, so that it is harming people somewhere who are living near the data centers, and very much people are even losing the water resources at those places just for the funny prompts and funny trends that we are following day-to-day life. So limited usage of intelligence for the growth of us, for the growth of society, and for the development of our intelligence is suggestible. And thank you so much for this opportunity, and it is very great that we have students like you in our team, and thank you so much for everyone.
Thank you. Students, let's encourage them by giving a big round of applause.
అమ్మయ్య ఫోటో దిగండి, ఫోటో తీస్తున్నారు, ఫోటో అందరూ
With a big round of applause.